Really Haunted Places does not support or endorse trespassing to visit haunted places. Before you decide to visit, please make sure to acquire the appropriate permits and/or permissions, and be respectful of properties that are privately owned.
Hello and welcome to Really Haunted Places. Today, we are going to tell you about the top 7 ghost stories in Trenton, New Jersey, the capital city of the Garden State. Trenton has a rich history dating back to the American Revolution, but it also has a dark side that is filled with tales of horror and paranormal activity. Here are the 7 most haunted places in Trenton that you should know about. At number 7, we have the Trenton Makes Bridge, a steel truss bridge that spans the Delaware River between Trenton and Morrisville, Pennsylvania. The bridge is famous for its neon sign that reads, "Trenton makes the world takes," a slogan that reflects the city's industrial past. The bridge is also said to be haunted by the ghost of a woman who jumped off the bridge in the 1930s after her lover left her. According to legend, the woman's spirit still wanders the bridge at night, looking for her lost love. Some drivers have reported seeing a woman in a white dress standing on the bridge or hitchhiking on the road. Others have heard a woman's voice or scream coming from the bridge. The bridge is also a hotspot for paranormal investigators who have captured EVPs and orbs on their equipment. Next, we have the Seabrook Wilson House, also known as the Spy House, in Port Monmouth in Middletown. This house was built as a private home, but during the Revolutionary War it functioned as a tavern that was popular among the British troops occupying Monmouth County at the time. The nickname Spy House comes from the lore that the local tavern owner at the time used to get the British soldiers drunk, who would then spill military secrets that he would pass on to colonial American troops. The tavern also used to keep an eye on which British ships were sailing in and out of Sandy Hook. The house is now a museum, but it is also said to be haunted by the spirits of the soldiers and spies who frequented the place. Visitors and staff have reported seeing apparitions, hearing noises, and feeling cold touches in the house. At number 5, we have the Old Barracks Museum, a historic building that served as a military hospital during the French and Indian War and the American Revolution. The museum is located near the site of the Battle of Trenton, where George Washington led a surprise attack on the British forces on Christmas Day in 1776. The museum is dedicated to preserving the history of the colonial era, but it is also home to some restless spirits who died in the hospital or on the battlefield. Some of the ghostly sightings include a woman in a white dress, a soldier in a red coat, and a doctor in a white coat. The museum also hosts ghost tours and paranormal investigations for those who are brave enough to explore the haunted history of the place. Next, we have the William Trent House, the oldest house in Trenton and the former residence of the city's founder, William Trent. The house was built in 1719 and has witnessed many important events in the history of Trenton and New Jersey. The house is now a museum that showcases the life and times of the Trent family and their guests, who included prominent figures such as Benjamin Franklin, John Adams, and George Washington. The house is also said to be haunted by the ghosts of the Trent family and their servants, who have been seen or heard in various rooms of the house. Some of the paranormal activity reported in the house include footsteps, voices, laughter, music, and the smell of tobacco. At number 3, we have the Trenton City Museum, a former mansion that was built in 1848 by a wealthy industrialist named Peter Cadwallader. The mansion is located in Cadwallader Park, a beautiful green space that was designed by Frederick Law Olmsted, the same architect who designed Central Park in New York City. The mansion is now a museum that displays the art and culture of Trenton and its surrounding areas. The museum is also said to be haunted by the ghosts of the Cadwallader family and their guests, who have been seen or heard in various parts of the mansion. Some of the spooky occurrences reported in the museum include lights flickering, doors opening and closing, paintings falling, and objects moving by themselves. Next, we have the Trenton Psychiatric Hospital, a former mental institution that has a dark past marred by allegations of torture and other terrors. It is said that the hospital director, Dr. Henry Cotton, believed that he could cure mental illness by removing organs. He very often experimented with such procedures without the use of anesthesia, and dozens of patients died under his care. His practices continued at the hospital until the 1960s. The hospital is now abandoned, but it is said to be haunted by the ghosts of the patients and staff who suffered there. Some of the paranormal phenomena reported in the hospital include apparitions, voices, screams, and physical attacks. And finally, at number 1, we have the New Jersey State House, the seat of the state government and the second oldest state capitol building in the United States. The State House was built in 1792 and has been expanded and renovated several times over the years. The State House is not only a place of political power, but also a place of paranormal activity. The State House is said to be haunted by the ghosts of former governors, legislators, and workers who have died or been killed in the building. Some of the ghostly sightings include a woman in a blue dress, a man in a black suit, and a boy in a red shirt. Some of the eerie sounds heard in the State House include footsteps, whispers, and gunshots. Thank you for watching this video about the top 7 ghost stories in Trenton, New Jersey. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel, Really Haunted Places, for more videos like this. And don't forget to hit the bell icon to get notified of our latest uploads. Until next time, stay spooky and stay safe.